Hey guys, welcome to the video. So today we are going to be talking all about Electric Forest and what I learned from my first year attending this event. In case you guys missed it, I did do a full festival recap and review on my podcast, Rave Culture Cast, where I go into full detail on everything you need to know about this event. So I will link that up here and down below if you guys want to check it out. But I wanted to do just like a much shorter version of that, specifically talking about essentially like rookie mistakes I made and just things I learned from my first year. So hopefully this helps you next year if you plan on going for the first time. But normally I take like really intense notes and write like a whole outline. I just did a bulleted list and we're going to talk about it. So before we dive in, if you guys are new here, welcome to my channel. I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button down below to join the family. And if you guys like this and you want more Electric Forest content, give it a thumbs up. All right, let's dive into the list. So what I learned from my first Electric Forest. Number 1, get there early and leave early. This was a big one for us for sure. We were very lucky coming to the event that we did early arrival, which I highly recommend. We bought the additional pass, so we got the early arrival for Wednesday, and then we arrived at noon, which I believe was the opening time. Like that's as early as you could get there on Wednesday, but I had an issue with my wristband, so I had to go to the box office. So I was like, let's just go early. It ended up working out. We ended up going through the North Toll, which is the north entrance. Normally that's reserved for RVs and for VIP, but because the box office was up there and I was also getting a media band, I was told to go to that entrance, and it was like easy peasy. Probably took like 10 minutes to do security and like get through to the festival. But normally if you have GA or group camping, you would go to the South Toll. Still recommend going there early and then leaving early. This is where we done messed up, Ron. Like we took our sweet ass time on Monday. We were just slow. So we were in the car to leave by noon on Monday, and it took us 2 hours to leave the festival. It was just a cluster. Like everyone was trying to leave at that point. There were so many different lines of traffic going out of the south entrance. So in retrospect for next year, I would literally pack up my campsite after the festival on Sunday and like pack my bags, situate my suitcase so that when we wake up in the morning, like wake up early and just leave. I saw people doing that. I saw some people leaving in the middle of the night, but like only do that if you have a sober driver. I also heard the north entrance wasn't as bad. I just wasn't sure if we would be able to like drive our car through all the traffic to get there. So get there early and leave early. Number 2, highly recommend bringing a canopy. We did this and I'm very happy with the decision. So we flew into Electric Forest. So we had to order a canopy at Walmart and we did the pickup order. I think it was like around $100, I want to say, if not a little less than $100. And it was so worth the money. Like there is absolutely no shade in GA. We were in group camping, and some people had canopies, some people didn't, but it did keep our tent much cooler than it would have been, and it allows you to sleep in a little bit later. Still got really hot during the day, but the canopy was a fucking game changer. There's no shade. So highly recommend a canopy. Number 3, you can never bring enough baby wipes. Let me just tell you, you guys, like I was baby wiping multiple times a day, every day. And luckily our whole group brought them. If you have any that are like eco-friendly, I would highly recommend that. Or I would actually bring a portable shower, because since this was my first time in my first major camping festival, I definitely didn't bring as much advanced stuff as I should have, but a couple people in our group camp had them, and they were just like filling them up in the free water refill station, and then they were using that to like wash their hands and wash their feet, which your feet are going to be disgusting. That's what I learned. My feet were like brown the whole time because I was wearing sandals and there was so much dust. So I was like baby wiping my feet, baby wiping under my boobs. Like I was just trying to get all the sweat off me. I did do the showers and they were well worth the money, but you can never bring enough baby wipes. Number 4, bring gifts. This is such a huge culture of giving back to the forest, giving back to the other people staying there, giving back to other campers. So I brought things to hand out and I loved it, but now seeing the culture and what other people give each other, I'm going to go like all out next year. So You can make artwork, you can make notes that you give to people, like get as creative as you want. You can leave things in the fairy doors or the giving tree for people to pick up or like find by chance, which were some of the most wonderful moments. So you can never bring enough gifts to like give people at the right moment. Number 5 thing I learned, talk to everyone. Talk to everyone you meet, talk to the staff, talk to the characters, talk to other campers. Like people are so knowledgeable and you never know like how your experience is going to change, especially with the characters. Like interact with them because you get out of the festival what you give to it, and they have so many secret things that they give away or tell you, and that can like open a portal to something else. So we would like stumble upon so many random characters, and if you started talking to them, like it led to something else. So talk to everybody that you meet in the forest. Okay, my next one, number 6, choose your journey. This is something I learned. So what I mean by that is like you can choose how you want the weekend to go. You can choose music and like stick to the sets and have like sets and see as much of that as you want. You can do exploring, which we did a lot of that, and I'm very happy about it. Like we skipped sets a lot and we were like, nope, we just want to spend this next hour exploring the forest. You can choose the journey of just hanging out and taking a nap in the hammock, which a lot of people did. Like you can chill in the grass. You can bring a lot in with you, which is cool. People would bring like their chill bean, like blow up couches in and like post up at a stage. So you can choose your journey, and I like fully understand what that means now after being there. Like every different day is a different adventure and it's so much fun. So you can choose your own journey. Number 7 thing I learned, less is more outfit wise. So this is a big thing for me, and I said this in my outfit ideas video. I went all out. Like I got very into it. Hashtag no regrets. Like loved all my outfits, had so much fun planning them. But after day 1 of being in that heat, all I wanted in the world was like something fucking comfortable and breathable. So I will probably go a little scaled back next year. One of my outfits that'll pop up here was like the perfect thing. It was like super comfortable. It was just like woven, like cut out fabric. I didn't have to wear a bra with it. Like the most comfortable thing ever. I'm going to go more like that next year. People wear everything under the sun. It's way more chill. Like you can for sure see people just hanging out in like looser fitting, like more like hippie kind of style clothing. Some people are literally just in t-shirt and shorts. Anything goes. You also have like the complete opposite end of the spectrum with people in like super extravagant like festival outfits. So I think next year I just know less is more outfit wise. I want to go more comfortable because I am going to be sweating a lot. Number 8, luckily I did this, but for you guys, earplugs and eye masks are an absolute necessity. It is so loud in the campgrounds. You can hear the RV parties. If I didn't have the silicone earplugs, I would not have slept. And the eye mask for when the sun came out in the morning, like 100%, do not forget those 2 items. Number 9, this one's super important, and I talked about this in the podcast episode. I won't go into it too much here, but know where the medical tents are in the festival, and highly consider carrying Narcan on you. If you know what that is, it could save a life. If somebody is overdosing, it's something you can administer to them that can save their life. We had witnessed a medical emergency that I'm not going to get into that was very traumatizing to us on the final day. Luckily, I knew where the medical tent was at Tripoli, and I was able to sprint to the medical tent, get the medical attention, and it was reported that everybody lived that was experiencing that situation. So cannot stress this enough. Know where the medical tents are, know where ground control is, like anybody and anyone that could help in any kind of situation. It's even better if you know CPR or something like that too, but know where medical help is located at all times. And that includes things like know where the water refill stations are. Don't make the mistake of like running out of water, like all of that kind of, goes into that. And my last one, this one is super important for Electric Forest as well. For the love of God, bring a mask and a bandana because the dust is insane. I guess I didn't think about it too much. Like I normally always bring a mask or bandana, but for some reason this time I didn't. I don't know why. I didn't have either of those things. And luckily my friend Aid lent me a mask. I did have a pashmina, which is what I ended up like wrapping around my face. There were multiple areas that were extremely dusty. Like it was a straight up dust bowl. It got in my eyes. It got in my nose. I literally felt like I couldn't breathe half the weekend. So seriously, bring a mask and wear it. Bring a bandana. When you walk through those really heavily like tracked areas, it kicks up so much dust in the air. You'll see what I mean when you guys go next year. So cannot recommend that more. But that is everything, you guys. That is what I learned from the first forest. There's probably so much more than that, but those are like the immediate things that stood out to me of like, okay, these things happened. We need to tell you guys about it so that you can have the best experience possible next year, which is literally why I have this channel. So learn from my mistakes. You know, I had a better experience because my forest veterans told me what to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And again, if you're new here, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any other uploads like this. If you want to connect with me online, my social handle is at Emma Kapotes on all platforms. And like I said, I also host a weekly podcast called Rave Culture Cast, where I talk about all of these things in length and have on artists and industry professionals and all kinds of interviews. So all of that will be linked down below if you guys are interested. Thank you so much for watching this. Happy Forest fam. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.